Today we're bringing down the New Balance Hesi Lows. Let's go. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Zach here with Tamsters Kicks. Today we're bringing down the New Balance Hesi Low basketball shoes. It's kind of a low-key, kind of like budget New Balance model. I really want to try them out though, so I've seen a couple people hooping them up and they liked them, so kind of want to bring them down today. If you guys haven't seen a video from me, we're going through the traction, cushion, support, materials, fit, all that good stuff. We're going to break that down in the video. We're going to have ratings towards the end of the video. Stick around for those. I got B-roll, me playing in the shoes, all that good stuff. But if you guys haven't already, leave a like, hit that subscribe button. More videos coming as more shoes come out, but the New Balance Hesi Lows. New Balance has kind of had a interesting kind of come up, I feel like kind of some pretty simple basketball shoes, but they've been getting it done. Players like Jamal Murray's been hooping in them, DeJounte Murray, stuff like that. So let's break these down. So $110 is the retail on these bad boys. They are definitely giving New Balance running shoes for sure. A little bit of tweaks to make them like a performance basketball shoe, kind of like this. A little bit of a heel lock here. Kind of weird. I don't know. We'll break it down at the end of the video. But off the bat, I was impressed with really the colorway first because this New Balance N I think looks so sleek and so clean. They have it on the two-way V3s. I also have the two-way V4 video coming soon, but breaking these ones down, $110 is the retail, like I said, and I was a little bit surprised playing in them. The traction is a combo with the majority of the shoe being translucent. So that outsole, you have most of it, probably like 80% you could see is that translucent rubber. Then you have a little bit more of a firm rubber towards the medial side, which was kind of an interesting combo. Like playing in it, you could definitely feel it when you're trying to cut medial or like move off that like inside of your foot going that way. But I did wish they kind of had a little more on this side. I wish the lateral side had a little better with that. Traction wise, it's pretty durable for like indoor use. It did have some dust pickup because those grooves are a little deep and a little wide, so you're gonna get some dust pickup, unfortunately. For outdoor use, that translucent is definitely gonna get torn up, especially on this toe cap. So not my favorite, but from like, it's gonna be pretty decent, honestly, outside, like the feeling wise and the court grip wise, because that translucent is gonna feel nice, and it's all one uniform rubber system. So I did like the traction system in that sense. The cushion features a fuel cell foam setup throughout these New Balances. So these are designed to be pretty lightweight and low profile as possible. Like as you can tell, that's a really, really low cut for a basketball shoe. Like even like Kobe's, I feel like comes up a little bit higher. There's a little bit more with that fuel cell cushioning in here, as it's a little thicker there. It's pretty firm. It's gonna take a little bit of break in, but not like too much. It's kind of like a running shoe, honestly. The biggest comparison is what New Balance are doing, and that just comes from even, see if I can get this out. They have an insole in here, which is the fuel cell insole. It's a super thin one, but the fuel cell technology really goes in throughout the midsole down. And so it's a pretty good unit in there. It's gonna break in pretty well. You're gonna feel a lot of it as the bulk is in this heel and like midfoot part. So keeps it pretty light on the toes so you can move. I mean, I wasn't like super impressed with it, but for a low, like lightweight, low profile shoe, it felt pretty good. Materials feature a synthetic upper setup, which is subtle and feels pretty soft. So kind of a blend of some different materials on here. My favorite part is the mesh tongue here. I think it feels really good. It has a little bit like a plastic piece at the top of the tongue here too, which I did like. This little kind of fake suede here goes around the toe cap for a little more durability, which I also like that aspect of it. And like I said, they're just pretty lightweight, low profile. Not a lot going on with like the Achilles cushion, which I like. And I did mention a little bit with this back plate area. I'll talk about a little more with like the support aspect of it. But overall, like the materials just blend really good to your foot. Feels lightweight. It's nothing like super supportive. And I did feel a little bit of dead space in this back like heel part, which I'll talk about with the fit too. But overall, I was pretty impressed and they're pretty breathable. Fit on these bad boys, definitely true to size, but I have a wider foot, and for wide feet, I was feeling a little bit dead space right here when it'd go out, and then also is pretty narrow in the toe part, so just be wary of that. Maybe like a thinner or thicker sock would help, but overall, definitely just stick true to size and they'll be pretty fire. With the support, I mentioned a little bit, a couple things I like about it. First off, the like low profile, lightweight mesh tongue feels really good. I feel like you stick into the shoe really good, and with the lace setup as well, it's kind of a little skinnier here, and then it kind of loops out and brings in this top part, which I felt was pretty good. But the only thing I didn't like is I felt like it left this area here with a little more like dead space. again, and maybe a different sock is going to be a little bit better if you can play with that. And another thing I like with the support, honestly, is this super low profile heel, like counter back here. It's not like cutting into you. It's not overly like firm, but it does allow you to play pretty good. And overall, it's just like a pretty solid, like low profile, low budget shoe. Traction, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Off the bat, I did like it. I'm worried about dust pickup and breakdown over time, but at first start, I like playing them. Cushion, we're giving it a 7.5 out of 10. That fuel cell, it's just gotta break in for me to know how it feels. I felt some of the fuel cell in some other like New Balance lifestyle shoes that I own, but I wanna see how this plays over time in like a couple months. So fuel cell, I don't know too much off the bat. Materials, fit, and support, we're giving all three of those an 8 out of 10. I just think it's like pretty low key. Like, they didn't do too much over the top. They really wanted to keep it cheap, simple, lightweight, and like all those, they checked all those boxes. I'm excited to see how these play like over time, how the materials break down, how the fit kind of feels over time, the cushion system as well, and that traction pattern, because I do like the setup on it. I just hope it lasts over time. For 110, I don't know. I feel like I prefer a Luka over these ones. Zion 3s, I think I'd still prefer. Some Curry Flotro models, like the Curry Low Pro Flotros that have been coming out, I think I'd also probably prefer, but you can probably get these on a pretty good discount. Like New Balance will have like a clearance on like an outlet or like their sales section, I don't know, something like that. You can snag these for like 70, 80 bucks. Like, that's a pretty good solid basketball shoe. I feel like it's a budget shoe, and I really want to try them out. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have tried out the New Balance Hesi Lows, leave a like, hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next one.